Right, okay, a little bit more work on this Unica, not Unica, what's the matter with me, Iconics. I'm going to release the air. Now this could be a little bit dangerous, but it might not, you know, so... Okay, the air's being released. Right, okay, so the air's out now. A little bit more in. Okay, the air is completely out, completely empty now. I don't know whether to take this out or leave it in. Well, funny enough, so I tightened that up. So now all the air is completely out. And a bit of luck, by loosening off these screws, I should be able to take the assembly out. Right, we'll go and find a screwdriver. We'll see if this is loose. I say it might be Loctite in. Well, I certainly can't undo it. It's very tight, and maybe this bloody screwdriver's no good. Right, okay, I'm going to take this bleed valve out. Bleed valve come burst this, I imagine. Oh, it's... Well, I can't see no copper burst this behind there. Unless... this is it, I don't know. It might only just be a bleed valve, seeing there's two holes. But I'd imagine it's a burst disc. Okay, so that is the shroud off. And it's pretty hard to see if that's down. What I'm looking at the moment, around about here. Hang on, let's take this off. Now this, right, okay, so I've just taken that, what I would call a barrel band off, and just inside there is some sort of, well, it's a groove where the barrel band sits, but also it looks like, if you look down, see it? It looks like where the barrel goes through to try and hold it steady. That's what it looks like to me. Hang on. Dear me, where's the... See it? Now whether that is or not, I don't know. But it certainly looks like it's where the barrel goes through. So what I'm going to try and do is put the barrel in. Yeah. That won't go down no further. So that's where the barrel goes through. There's a small, very, very small hole, which the barrel lines up into, like so. If that's the case, it should really have another one round about there, I would imagine. I would have thought it would have another one. To hold that barrel in place. And why they didn't put another one in, I don't know. That would have been much better. Now you can see, if I go like that, the flex in that barrel, see it? See the barrel? And if they had one there, if they had another, whatever that is, there, if they had another one round about there, that would have held the barrel virtually stationary. Well, it's just a matter now is trying to get this unit out, this I'll have to find a better screwdriver, I think. But now it's in daylight, you can see this turning, see it? What I showed you this morning. It's supposed to be a dust cover. Now underneath this barrel you've got two grub screws, not two grub screws, you've got two Allen screws. See them? And also there. You've got two there. And that would release all this top part. So it would just leave the air tube. But the flex in that barrel, I mean, you can imagine as you fire, the vibration, what's going to go down there, while the pellet is still in the barrel. You know, okay, yeah, the pellet's only going to be in the barrel for a fraction of a second, but it's still that vibration. Let's get a clean bit of tissue, I think. Right, that's a clean bit of tissue. I'm going to rub it along this barrel. So why on earth would that be on top of that barrel? Now it looks like there's a date on here, and it says 24th of the 10th, 22. And then it's 210 ACCA. Is that, I don't know whether you can see it clearly. And if that's the date, it means either it's the date of the barrel being made or the date of the rifle. If that's the case, I certainly didn't buy it in 22. I bought it in 25. Was it 25 or did I buy it last year? I can't remember. 24th of the 10th. 22nd. Okay, so it still leaves me to get these 3 screws out. Right, I'll have to stop the video there and go and try and find a better screwdriver. Right, okay, I don't know what I've done with all my tools. The only screwdriver I could find is a dumpy one, a little one. Oh, don't really know. No, I'm going to strip it out if I do that. I must have put it in some sort of Loctite. Now I'm looking at something else. I'm looking at the gap. And to me, that barrel is raising up. Look at the gap here to the gap there. I've got calipers here, so I'm just going to turn them on. Right, from the base from the base it reads 5.73 millimeters. And to the end of this, oh dear, reads 7.48. .48 against, oh, it's reading 5, hang on, I have to zero that in. From there it's reading 4.78. Zero it again. And there it's reading 7.71. Now, would you call that a good bit of engineering? Dear me. Yeah, further I go into it, more I'm seeing bad engineering. I'm not saying the barrel's bent. It could be virtually anything. It could be this, slightly, a couple of mil facing upwards to make that barrel be like that. I would have thought the barrel would have to be dead straight along the tube edge and not be facing upwards. You can see the flex, look. So you imagine shooting with that and the vibration. Further up it goes, the vibration's worse. Yeah. Not quite sure really what to do. I'm not quite sure. There's nothing I can do with this. Now, I can see the needle valve just inside there. I mean, if you look down, you can see it. That's where the needle valve is. So when a hammer comes, it pushes onto that, and round that area. See that? Lead dust or metal dust. I don't know. Right, okay, I've just assembled the trigger back into its unit, and straight away you can see it rocking. Okay, so if you look at the probe now, if you look at the probe, see that? Look at the top. I can hear it just touching. Now maybe when it's all back together it won't do that, but there's absolutely play everywhere in that, in this, and you can see the probe. Even when it's back together, it's not going to stop all that movement. So that pellet is scraping on the breech. Right, it's cocked, and there's still movement, and that is touching on the breech. It's a shame I can't show you I'm trying to show you the breech hole. Right, okay, there it is, see? See how it is? See? So the head and skirt could be clipping just inside that. Too much movement. And that's why when you push it back to close that arm off, you can see them, so hard. You can see the O-rings almost touching the side, and then when you close it off, so you can see the gap. You can see where the probe is against the hole. See that? Can you see the movement? Terrible. As I say, I'm not quite sure whether to touch this here, because if I do too much, then the gun is absolutely no good. But you can see movement in there, which it shouldn't be. Okay, when it's all butted up, it should be tight in, but it's the up and down movement on that arm. And the probe, you can see the gap. One side it's touching, next side it's not, and then it slides in. So that pellet is going to be damaged every single time you load it. Oh, well, okay. I have to think again what we're going to do. I think what I might do is just reassemble it. And if anybody wants it, as I say, they can have it. Okay. It's, you know, it'll still be a fun garden gun if you want to shoot it. It's not going to be accurate. Well, sometimes it will be, but not all the time. Think of it this way. You'll be getting a free gun, okay? And all you have to do is travel a few miles Right, okay, I've decided to reassemble this gun without touching the trigger. Now, whoever wants it, what's that there? Grease. Right, whoever wants it, looking at this casing, this is hollow. Now what you could do, if you wanted to put a bipod on, is to fill that up with some sort of welding liquid, which goes really hard, and also the same here. Now that's what you could do, and then once you start putting it back together, just put a very small film, of course not touching the holes, screw holes, over it, and then once you connect both parts up, it should then make a permanent fixture inside, where then you can drill through, I would say, these two lobes here and screw on a Picatinny. But drill through first, tap a thread into the weld, and then you can screw a Picatinny rail on to fit a bipod. Okay, so what we're going to do is reassemble. Hang on, done that wrong straight away. I've just got to pull this lever out and put it through the hole. Right, okay, so right, okay, so that's in, and the safety's connected there. Okay, so the trigger's in, and all the and even with that in, you can see the movement of that probe. Okay, so that's in, and now all we have to do is put the dear me, hang on, I've got to take that out again. This is all the problems when you film. Right, we just got to get that nut sorted in. Okay, so now I can place in this. See, this is where it comes a bit awkward when you're doing this sort of job, because everything now has to be in line. Right, I'll put that in there. As I say, it's very, very, very awkward, you know. All trial and error. Right, okay, so that's all slotted in. Oh, even my trousers are slotted in. Right, let's say it's slotted in, it's not slotted in. You've got to try and get everything in line. No, let's do it again. As I say, when you're filming, it's quite difficult because you're trying to concentrate on what you're doing and also trying to concentrate on the making the movie. And this is what people don't understand. Well, they just don't appreciate it, what you're trying to do. Right, okay, so that's in. And that's quite smooth there. So I can now put on the top cover without dropping it. Oh, hang on. Got to get this in the right place. That's it, that's all clipped up. It's almost clipped back together. Okay. Now all it leaves me now is to screw it up. Just got to make sure that everything's lining up, you know, and if it's not, well then you can get into trouble. And that screw's not lined up. Okay, it's lined up now. But it's not lined all that. No, something's out. What you don't want to do is ruin the thread on the screws. Well, that is lined up, but I can't make out why that screw didn't go in, unless it goes in the other side. I think the other side was small screws, weren't they? Such a horrible design. Now I can see the screws not in line, so I'll have to break the casing again and see if we can get it in line. something is out of line here. It's like anything else, it's easier to take apart, but not so easy to get back together. I want to try and put the Allen key and keep the gap open. Right, okay, I've stuck an Allen key in just to keep the gap open, so I can... Oh, that's tight. Okay. Right, okay. Try and get that Allen key out. I'll try and break this apart. Dear me. Let's get that out of the way for a minute. Right, okay, bloody hell. Sorry for swearing, but right. Well, what I'm seeing here is really ain't bad, because I'll take this off. Now this lobe here is spot welded onto the what do you call it, the shroud, and you can see the hole offline. See it? Completely offline. And also that one. I might just have to loosen this barrel band and see if it'll go back any further. Maybe that's why they left the barrel band loose. I don't know. I'm going to put a pin in there, a bolt in there if I can, just to try and line it up. I said about the machining, how bad it is. Well, this proves it. Now I can tighten the barrel band up, because that was loose when I took it out, And what I've done myself is tightened it up. And there's a bit of metal flaking. Right, okay, so that barrel band's tight, and now we can take these out. Oh, okay. See, that barrel band still moves. Even if you tighten it right up, it still moves. Okay, so at least we've got the holes lined up, I think. So we'll try it again. Right, okay, so that's in. And it's still out of line for some reason. That's not good. Oh, okay, that's lined up now. But that barrel band's still loose. So yeah. And I've just tightened it up. Right, so what I want to do then is get this side on and see if I can tighten it up from the other side. Oh, what's happening here? Right, okay, so the barrel band, dear me. Right, the barrel band, until you put these centre bolts in, will move. Only a slight bit. So you have to line it up to get these bolts in. Okay, so we'll get this first one in. Yeah, going in smooth, so that's okay. I say it's going in smooth, it's just locking down now, I think. No. Bloody hell, this is stupid. This could take a bit of time. So this would be these small ones that go in there. God damn. You know, I mean, I don't mind people not commenting, but you know, when we take time and trouble making these sort of videos, and you get these people, what I would call a freeloader, just looking at the video and not making any, well, what can I say, not taking the time to appreciate just by clicking the thumbs up or thumbs down. They don't have to leave a comment. I think what I'll do, I'll put the small screws in first, and leave these ones to later, or do I? Don't go in that one. that's one lot in. Okay. Well, we're getting there now, so I'll have to get different keys, you know. As I say, you've got to have the right keys, because if you don't, you'll just strip the threads out and then you're in all sorts of trouble. You wouldn't think doing this would be so difficult, you know, just by putting a stock on. Right, okay, so now all it leaves to do is putting the small screws in. Right, now I haven't got the small screws in, but all I have got is, and I can see that, oh, I can't get close enough to the camera, and I can see that just about touching the top. And there's still movement now. It's just clipping the top of the breech. It's oh no, yeah, it's touching the O-ring as well. Right, okay, all it is now is leaving the small screws. Now, one of these screws is a coarse thread. And if I remember right, it come out of this here, I think, or one of the bottoms. And these are so tight, right, okay, so we'll try this first. So even my torque screwdriver doesn't really torque them down all that well. Well, I think the video is long enough, so I'm going to stop it here because all I've got to do now is put these small screws in and then fill the rifle up. Yeah, all I've got to do is put the small screws in, fill the rifle up with air and test it out again. This is 31 minutes long, so I don't want to keep filming because it'll take too long to get up on the YouTube. Okay, so you've seen it, how to go back. Next part will be filling it up with air and shooting it. And as I say, if anybody wants it, it's free of charge. I mean, it is a nice looking gun, whatever way you look at it. Right, okay, I've reassembled the rifle and I've just filled it up with air. It's got 180 bar. I never fill it up to 200. 180 bar. And I'm just going to put the scope on and then test it out. Okay, so I'll see you outside. See you later. Bye. Right, okay, so now testing out this Iconics after rebuilding it. Right, scope's on, and at the moment I've got 20 Barracuda 15s in, and what I've done, I dismantled both of these magazines and just opened the holes up just a slight bit, so now the pellets drop in quite smoothly. Right, okay, so right, same as I did the other day really. Right, I'm just hoping the sound quality is going to be okay. I'm just on a cant a little bit, so let's try and straighten this up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go for the bullseye and see where the pellet goes. Okay, so I'm off safety, pellets loaded, and now taking the first shot. Dear me, that pellet landed way over there. That's not good, is it? Way over to the right, see it? Maybe I haven't got the scope in the right place. It's a possibility, I suppose. I'm going to take the caps off and get ready for adjusting the scope. And of course it's been dismantled, so everything at the moment is very tight in there because I tightened everything up. But those first two shots are quite close to each other. I'm going to take another shot. Yeah, see the group of three? Right, okay, so I'm going to come left. Half a turn. Okay, so that's gone over a bit, so I'll come A little bit more. I know, Paul, what you said about you taking 3 shots. Most people do. Most people do that. They take quite a few shots before zeroing. Me, I like doing it my own way, you know what I mean? And that's a bullseye. But I don't stop there. I want to see if it goes there again. Almost. So I'm going to come back right, just a few. Now don't forget I'm shooting one-handed. And I'm not resting the butt into the rifle. I mean, I did grab hold of the tripod just a minute ago, but I'm shooting just one-handed and allowing the weight of the rifle take. Yeah, that's brought it over a bit, almost centre. Just a little bit too much. That's not bad. Now when you think about it, how close those shots are, now everything's tightened up inside, it looks quite good. I don't know about the vibration at the moment because I haven't looked. But that's dead centre. And these are with the Barracuda, that's 10 shots. And these are with the Barracuda 15s. So I'll take another 10 shots. And then we'll go on with the Hades, whatever Hades I've got left. So I'm going to go for the other bullseye. And that's very good. And that's almost in the same pellet hole. And that's almost in the same pellet hole. So now everything's tightened. Ooh. Now everything's tightened. It looks like it's shooting quite well at the moment. As I say, I don't know about the vibration because I haven't checked that yet. Okay. And that group is very good. Now I can come down. Oh, but I can see the down. Alright. I come down about 8. And there it is. That's the shot I've been looking for, almost centre. So I'm going to go for the small dots. Should be interesting. It's on the ball, you know, it's on the target, but not ball. and that's right beside it. So that's, you know, that's very, very good. At the moment, you can't say anything about the grouping. Just seems like it's shooting better than it ever has. They're all going through the same hole, and that was another 10 shots. Very good. And now I'm going to load in with 20 Hades, if I got 20. Oh yeah. So that 20 was with the barracudas. Now these Hades, the first pellet went in a little bit tight. Oh, and some of them have got damaged skirts. Okay, so we'll see how they go. They're only damaged because they're really at the bottom of the tin and they've been shaken about. Yeah, they're at the bottom of the tin and they've been shaken about all over the place. So, right, that's 10. At the moment, what I've seen with those 20 shots, very good. Very good. And as I say, I'm giving this rifle away to only my regular viewers, the people what take time to comment and show their appreciation in what I do. So if I don't know the name, you'll be cancelled out if you do comment or whatever, in a way of saying yes, you want the rifle. Not only that, it gives us both a chance to meet each other, you know. Oh, one other thing about this rifle. Sometimes it's hard to fill up with air when you put in the probe. As long as you keep it siliconed, the ring's siliconed, you're okay. Right, okay, so we're back now with the targets. Now I can go for this bit of red here and see what happens. I don't know what happened. Couldn't see it. Okay, we're going for the little balls. That's clipped it. Now that's me moving, I jerked it up. Oh dear me, I should have put the silencer on it. It's quite loud. I don't know whether that's clipped it, but it's just below the ball. That's me again. It's a little bit of wind, but not much. It's a nice little breeze. Yeah, it's at the moment I can't complain about any of that. That's me. It's just a matter of keeping this rifle still. dear me, that was a wayward one, wasn't it? I told you some of these are damaged. Okay, so that was 10. This is the last 10 going in. Apart from them two wayward ones, it's shooting very well. Oh, we'll go for the crosshair, shall we? Wrong crosshair. That is spot on. That crosshair's spot on. Very, very good. When you think about the trigger being so heavy and you're trying to squeeze that back, that's when you come off target. No, that's me, I've moved it. I can see myself moving. Maybe I should have put my padded jacket on. I can just see myself moving. Right, we'll go back for the dots. What do you think? Shooting better? I think he's shooting marvellous. Right, we go for that pellet hole. No, I just can't hold that rifle still. Go for the spinner. Oh, right beside it. This could be the last shot. That's it, it's a spinner. And that was the last shot. So it's 40 shots, I'm going to put another 10 in. Put 5 Hades in. And then 5 Barracudas. Five Hades and 5 Barracudas, so that's 5 Hades. Ooh. Right, that's 5 Hades. Now we do 5 Barracudas, 15s. And these Barracudas, they just kind of drop in. So, what's the head size? The head size is exactly the same. Right, so imagine I imagine the Hades are going to go first. I'm going to make a fresh hole. Now we're going to go for that hole. And that is virtually straight through. That is very good. That's 3 shots. That's 4 shots, and I moved on that one. And that's 5, okay. I moved on 2. I should have really, it's a shame I didn't do that for the bipod, what I said this morning. Right, I'm going to make another hole. That's the first shot. And that's in virtually the same hole. That clipped the target, but as you can see, they're all centre. They're all in line. So this is the 4th shot. And that's gone through one of those pellet holes. I think it's that bottom one. This is the last shot, I think. I think that's the last shot. Yeah. Well, look at that. You can't complain with that. That's 40 shots. And I put one more lot in, so that's 50. And I'm going to use the Barracuda 15s. Okay. So this will make 50 shots, and all those 50 shots were very, very good. And these are picking them from the tin, which are virtually empty now. But I should have put that silencer on because it's very loud. So what I've ever done to it, you know, just by tightening everything up, is really corrected it, I think. The probe is still moving a bit. Yeah, that's it. But it seems like to be loading in much better, yeah. Right, okay, so we go for that bullseye here and see what the grouping's like. Dear me. Oh, one just dropped. That's 3, is it 3 in that one? That's just dropped a bit. But the grouping, very good. They're all going through. That was last shot. That was 50 shots, all told. "25 minutes. Right, okay, so that's ending of the testing. It's decocked, safety's on. And video stopped. Now what do I think? I think possibly it's a gun that's worth having, but as I said, I'm not keeping it. It's going to be a giveaway to you regular viewers, and that sounds like my wife. So I'll end the video here. If you want a gun, just get in touch with me. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.